5 investigates tonight cake and celebrations inside the Holyoke Soldiers' Home at a critical time early in the COVID-19 pandemic. The day after the governor declared a state of emergency last March due to the spike in COVID-19 cases.
Our Kathy Curran tonight with emails from inside one of the hardest hit facilities during the pandemic that are raising more questions.
Those emails give us some insight into what was happening inside the home. COVID protocols were being developed at the same time celebrations were taking place, including a surprise birthday party for the superintendent.
Don't be a cotton-headed ninny muggins. Put on your ugliest Christmas sweater and join us for Bennett's 50th surprise birthday celebration.
Pizza, cake, and a surprise for Holyoke Soldiers' Home Superintendent Bennett Walsh. Colleen Croto, whose father died at the home, reading the details for the ugly sweater party invitation last March, captured in emails obtained by 5 Investigates.
Wednesday, March 11th, 2020.
On the invite list, Chief Nursing Officer Vanessa Lausier, Assistant Director of Nursing Celeste Serrera, Medical Director Dr. David Clinton, and many other of the home's leaders. They gathered in a 5th-floor conference room at a time when one veteran was already symptomatic floors below. COVID protocols were being put in place, and the number of cases statewide were rising.
Instead of celebrating this man's 50th birthday, what they should have been doing is having a roundtable as to how to keep this virus out of this facility. It's ridiculous.
Croto's father, Air Force veteran Donald Bushy, lost his battle with COVID-19 2 weeks later. He spent the last hours of his life in a bed in the dining room that was ill-equipped to handle sick patients. The virus spread rapidly, while staff floated from floor to floor and sick veterans were moved into the same units as healthy ones. 77 veterans died.
It's very disheartening. You know, when my dad was placed into the Soldiers' Home, we looked at it as this unicorn of sorts, you know, because they've got great care. Then to see the way the administration was handling things, apparently they didn't take it as seriously as the staff on the floor did and as family members did.
Records show the day after Bennett Walsh's party, there was more cake and pizza for a surprise luncheon for a nurse. Days later, in an email to state employees, the governor denounced gatherings like the ones happening inside the Soldiers' Home, writing about a friend at a birthday party watching a boy blow a mouthful of breath and saliva all over the cake as he blew out the candles. He wrote, "Not good. No handshakes, close talking, high fives, or hugs." The celebrations during critical moments in the pandemic, upsetting to families in the wake of such immense loss.
What should they be worried about at that point in time?
About the spread of infection. And clearly they weren't. Just the playfulness of the invitation, wear your ugly Christmas sweater, and it just seemed to be, you know, just one big joke.
And the Executive Office of Health and Human Services, which oversees the home, had no comment on those emails or the celebrations. Kathy Curran, 5 Investigates.